Wow. Wow. That's all I could say. Wow, 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 wow. Holy crap. Honestly, holy crap. I can't believe this happened. I cannot believe this. First of all, this is like my first stream on my second channel. So for those of you guys here, welcome. Secondly, I cannot believe that this happened. I cannot believe that this actually happened. I can't believe that Kyrie Irving got traded. I'm in just utter shock. I never thought in a million years that, well, like, I did know he'd get traded. I never thought that he would get traded to his rival team. Literally, LeBron James is like the only team that's like gonna be taking on LeBron. And first of all, let me go. I gotta find the chat real quick, guys. Give me a sec. What on earth, bro? Here, I'll put the chat over here. You guys can get your opinions in. But I'm in absolute shock that this happened. I'm in disbelief that this happened. Hold up, guys. Let's see. Doesn't even say I'm live for some reason. Let me fix that. I think it might be private or something. This is my first time live streaming on my second channel, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me. Let me see. Oh, it would say I'm private. All right, here we go. It would say I'm private. It would. I would do that. All right, that's more like it. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't like screw me over with sending this out. All right, here we go. There we go. You guys are starting to see it now. I just cannot believe that. I understand, like, I want to get more of your guys' opinions in here before I start, but like to open this up, I just never thought that the Cavaliers and the Celtics would ever orchestrate a trade. I thought of all teams he would go to, maybe he'd go to, you know, like maybe he'd go to the West. But like the fact that he's going to the Celtics is so intense because you have to understand the Celtics are kind of like LeBron James's main competition in the East. You know, that's the thing that's like blowing my mind here. That's his like main competition. So I get not wanting to be LeBron James's big brother anymore, but now you're his main competitor. You're the main team that is going to pretty much dethrone him and stop him from going to the finals, what, an 8th time in a row? So I think that's what kind of blows my mind the most. And yo, we got a little echo here. Here we go. What's good, everybody? To all those that made it to my second channel, shout outs to you. Here we go. Here we go. And badap. Oh my god. By the way, like it up, man. First time we're doing a stream on this channel. Pretty excited. I'm going to try to do all these like reaction type streams on the reaction channel. This rivalry just went to the next level. It really did. Everyone before was referring to IT as like the face of the Celtics. And, you know, apparently not so much anymore. Honestly, if you're a Cavs fan, who here is a Cavs fan? If you're a Cavs fan, are you burning his jersey? LeBron is going to the Spurs next year. I don't think LeBron's going to... Even if LeBron leaves, the Cavs are fine. Bro, who won the trade? I think both sides won the trade. Because the Cavaliers were getting up there in years, right? Like, now the Cavaliers are a little old. They trade their, you know, their excellent scoring point guard for an older version of their excellent scoring point guard. And they get, like, a top 5 pick with it as well. So if LeBron decides to leave, you're either getting Michael Porter Jr., Marvin Bagley, DeAndre Ayton, someone that you could actually build around, guys. So I do think it was a good trade. I definitely do think it was a good trade. Now, I understand the Cavaliers fans that have an attachment to Kyrie. Oh my God, Cleveland Cavalier gods dropping a diss track. I'm done. Honestly, I think it was a good trade. I think it was a very good trade. How you doing, Harsh Ball? Guys, we have never streamed here before. I'm going to need your help getting the word out that we're streaming. So if you haven't liked up the stream, be sure to smash that like button for your boy. Is Isaiah going to stay? It doesn't really matter. Honestly, if he stays, great. I think Isaiah's staying depends on, you know, LeBron stays. But either way, that first round pick, I think this was a great trade. You get, hold on, who do they get? Let me pull up the details of the trade. Let's see. And for the record, I do think IT is not as good as Kyrie. I think Kyrie's better than IT, but you get something in addition. You not only get something for IT, you get a lot for IT. I mean, you not only get something for Kyrie, you get a ton for Kyrie. And hold on, I gotta pull. I think Shams was the one that tweeted it out with the Sham Bomb. This year is going to be crazy, Ulysses. What up, Cowboy Gamer? Oh my God, Oprah's going to go nuts. Let's see. So the Celtics send Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ante Zizic, and Brooklyn's 2018 first-round pick. Did you just say the Celtics get a defensive... Well, Kyrie isn't that much of a defensive upgrade, but yeah, that is a good point. Now, here's my question. What's going to happen with Derrick Rose? Is Derrick Rose going to start next to Isaiah Thomas? You think the Celtics got robbed? That Nets pick ruined the deal? IT and Crowder should have been enough? I disagree. I 100% disagree because the Cavaliers would not have taken that. IT straight up, I do agree that it is kind of more favoring the Cavs in terms of the haul they received, but you have to understand that one, IT is up there in years. Two, he's going to be a free agent. You know, like, I don't think it was a fleece, and I don't think the Cavs would be comfortable making the trade if the first round pick wasn't involved. Now, again, I think this is an excellent move because at the very least, the timeline for Boston makes sense. They no longer have a 30-something-year-old Al Horford, a 29-year-old Isaiah Thomas, and then like Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, and like Jaylen Brown. You know, they have Kyrie Irving, who's 25, Gordon Hayward, who I believe is like 25 or 27, something around that. They have Al Horford, who's 31. Kyrie already has tons of finals experience, and I honestly think this is an environment where Kyrie could thrive. You know, like, I actually think before I didn't think that Kyrie could be a face of a franchise, but now I honestly think that he could be the face of the Celtics because they're not going to ask him to do too much. You know, him, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Goodness, man, who else? Al Horford. They got themselves a squad, dude. Honestly, I'm not disappointed with Boston. This was worth everything they traded for. This was worth the trade. Like, Kyrie is like only 25 years old. Honestly, if you're a Celtic fan or a Cavs, if you agree with the trade, let me get a 1-up in the chat. And if you don't, give me a 2, depending on whose side you're on, obviously. But both sides should be happy with this deal. Boston should have held on to the 2018 pick. I don't think it's that much of a deal breaker. I don't think the Cavs would have taken the trade anyways. And then they also get Crowder, which bolsters their bench. You know, with that and Derrick Rose, you got LeBron James. You potentially have Dwayne Wade coming through. I think this was a great trade. I really do think this was a great trade. For the Cavs especially. You get something for Kyrie. They had no leverage. It could have been worse. It could have been the Paul George trade. You could have given him up for nothing. But the crazy part of this all is the fact that they executed the trade with their biggest competition in the freaking East. That's their main competitor. Don't you think that's a little bit crazy? Like, literally, these are two teams that are going to be facing each other possibly in the Eastern Conference Finals, and boom! I wouldn't be crying if I was a Cavs fan. I really wouldn't. I really, really would not be crying if I was a Cavs fan. I think it's a great trade for both sides. Especially the Celtics get younger, you know, while they're consistently, well, of course, they don't have any more pick. I think they only have the Lakers pick now, which is kind of ironic. Hopefully the Lakers don't do too well. The Cavs won this deal with that 2018 pick. Hell, if LeBron leaves, honestly, if LeBron leaves and, you know, Isaiah Thomas leaves, at least they get a nice pick. You know, top 5 at the very least. D'Angelo Russell isn't that amazing. He's not going to backpack Brooklyn to the NBA playoffs this year. They betrayed Isaiah if they did not tell him. I don't think there's anything to do with betrayal. I think when an organization can do something that's good for the team, they should do it. You know what I mean? You hate the Celtics for this? I wouldn't hate them for it. They get like 5 to 6 years younger. I think it's a great move by Ainge. I'm not even hating on Ainge for this one. I think it was an excellent move. And, like, if you ever get an opportunity to make a trade like this, then you do it. You want me to pull up the trade for you? Here, let me see. It's from here. Let me retweet it. Here, let's see. Let's see. I'll pull up the trade for those of you guys that didn't see it. And bop. Oh, I want the chat to still be on the screen. Okay. There we go. Oh, all right, yeah. Could you let me see. Is it big enough? You may have some trouble seeing that. It's pretty much Ante Zizic, Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and a first-round pick. It's not official. Come on, man. When they announce the trade, it's practically official. You know, like, I know you're sad about Kyrie, but come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. When you trade a bad defender for the worst defender in the league, it's a bad trade for the Cavs. Okay, like, I understand why you think it's a bad trade for the Cavs, but at the same time, you have to understand that they may have gotten nothing. Compare this to the Paul George trade. You know, like, LeBron may, like, who knows, they may get all the way to the NBA Finals only to lose again. At the very least, they get a first, like, a top 5 pick next year, bro. You know, and also, like, think about it. Say LeBron stays, okay, and they don't want to re-sign Isaiah Thomas. You know, say Dwayne Wade comes through. They have a great squad. I think the Cavaliers actually, like, it was kind of late and it looked very, very bleak, but I think they actually have a chance at improving now. You know what I mean? You think Boston's losing in this trade? I don't think Boston's losing at all. By the way, guys, first stream on the second channel. Could you guys juice me to 20 likes? Juice me to 20 likes, man, if you want more streams up on this channel. This is my reaction channel. We got to react to some Kyrie Cleveland highlights, really send them off correctly. Can Kyrie beat the Cavs and go to the finals? That's something I tweeted out. Like, literally the first thing I said was, like, one of the first things I said was this. Be careful what you wish for. You went from being LeBron's little bro to leading his biggest threat in the East. And I think that is the coolest thing. I think that's why the drama of the NBA is so exciting right now. You know, it is so absolutely exciting right now. What's IT's injury, Q Sherm? Go Hornets. I don't like Dwight Howard. I can't root for the Hornets. I'm a Laker fan. Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ante Zizic, and a first-round pick is better than Kyrie. I agree. I think Kyrie could really thrive in a good system. I don't think Kyrie could, you know, like, the Celtics give him a chance to be in a good system. The Spurs would have given him a chance to be in a good system. But I don't think Kyrie's the type of player where you could put all the pressure on him, everything on his shoulders, and, you know, tell him to lead your team and backpack your team to the NBA Finals. I don't think he's that kind of player. And Kyrie was going to leave anyways. That is true. And if only they didn't overpay Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith, I agree with that. I feel like LeBron had something to do with him playing, like, you know, general manager in that case. You know, when LeBron plays GM, that stuff happens. But whenever he tries to play God over the entire squad and make all the moves for Cavs management, you miss Thomas. You already miss Isaiah Thomas. He hasn't even officially left yet. Chill. Man, you think this was a bad move? Bro, Celtic fans, you got to relax. You know, for all you know, Isaiah Thomas could have left next year too. Like, it's like, I just think if I'm a fan of neither, you know, I'm a Laker fan. I actually hate the Celtics, but I think the drama in the East just got so real. You know what I mean? Like the two best teams on the East, you know, swapping instrumental players. Like Isaiah Thomas was arguably the face of the Boston Celtics franchise, and here you go, just getting swapped for Kyrie Irving, who was the Robin to LeBron's Batman. LeBron literally said he's going to hand off the keys to Kyrie when he's done. It is not official, but when was the last time a trade was made and they said, hey, you know what, man, we're not going to do this trade actually? What, the Chris Paul trade? And I don't think Adam Silver is going to block this. I'm sorry, it's too good for the NBA. Explain the full trade again, please, and who was involved here. I posted it on my Twitter, and but bam, the Cavaliers, the Celtics are sending Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and Ante Zizic, and a Brooklyn first-round pick. A Brooklyn first-round pick, yes. The Brooklyn pick, that's a big deal for Kyrie Irving. Literally all that for Kyrie. Look at the video you sent me on Twitter. Okay, let me go take a look at my notifications real quick. La-da-da-da-da. What if the Lakers suck and the Celtics still get a top 5 pick? Okay, let me see. Oh, I know this video. I know this video. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I know this video. Oh, man. I can't believe
like LeBron left us?
This video is about to resurface.
It's a great question. No, I won't leave.
Bro, here, I'm gonna hit that with a retweet. Like, that video is gonna be everywhere. Be prepared. That video is gonna be everywhere, guys. Oh my goodness. If who's a Celtic fan here? If you're a Celtic fan, let me know what you think about it up in the chat. Josh Smith was a #1 pick. You're tripping, bro. Boston did a favor for Cleveland with that pick. You just gave them a chance to get a young star for years to come. Bro, Marvin Bagley, Michael Porter Jr., DeAndre Ayton, Mohamed Bamba, I don't know how you say it, but there's a lot of good players in this year's draft. I think that's the reason, like, that pick alone is why I would take this trade. I don't think you stop saying I don't like this. Don't say pick 1 for pick 60. It was pick #1 for pick 60, Jay Crowder, next year's #1 pick from like Brooklyn, who sucks, and Ante Zizic. It wasn't a straight up swap. They didn't trade Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie straight up. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that, man. By the way, we're 10 subscribers away from 8,700. Oh, whoa. The subscriber stuff is blocking you guys. Someone has to, you guys have to tell me that in the chat. You know, if you're getting blocked, I do these streams so you could see, so I can see your opinions and interact with you guys. Let me know next time that happens. By the way, do you think we could make the push to 50 likes, man? I can't believe it. 76 people on a channel with like, what, 8,700 subscribers? Oh, no, it's right there. 80, well, almost 8,700 subscribers. That's kind of wild, man. Thank you. Cavs need to get Michael Porter. Bro, imagine Michael Porter and LeBron. That could have been Andrew Wiggins and LeBron. And here's another thing. As a Laker fan, let me put my Laker cap on. You know, and I'm known as the delusional Laker fan on Twitter. It's right there. It's kind of official. LeBron isn't coming to the Lakers, bro. This kind of did it. Like, I don't think he's coming to the Lakers anymore. I'm sorry, but, like, they have cap space next year. I don't care how bad things are between him and ownership. I don't think he's coming. 1 in the chat if you think LeBron's leaving it next year. 2 in the chat if you think he's staying in Cleveland. He's definitely, in my opinion, I'm a Laker fan and I think he's staying in Cleveland. Hey, we're 3 subs away. Hey. And hold on, are my subscription alerts not coming through? I got to double check that. That's a big deal to me. Bam. Okay. Hey, James McKenna, shout-outs to you, man. The Celtics still have the Lakers pick. Yeah, I know that. How'd you guys get that? I don't even want to know. Okay, you guys, Ainge is a beast, man. It's going to be weird seeing Kyrie in a Celtics uniform. I agree. Yeah. Wow. Goodness. So, all right. You know, I guess that's the part of me that isn't delusional. That's the little part of me that isn't a delusional Laker fan. Hey, we're 1 sub away. I think Burkhan Yoriki got us. Woo! Shoutouts to you, man. What team do you root for now? If you were a Celtic fan before, I'm not letting you become join the Laker bandwagon, bro. Definitely not going to the Lakers. Honestly, I don't think he is. There's so much good drama in the East. Adam Silver's about to call him up and say, bro, I'm sorry. The NBA right now is better than Game of Thrones. You cannot leave Cleveland. You know? Cavs won the trade. Who do I think won? I think both sides won. You know, like, at the end of the day, you have a team with a bunch of, like, you have a bunch of young draft picks like Jaylen Brown. You have Jaylen Brown. You have, what's his name, Jason Tatum. You have Gordon Hayward just came through to your squad. You have Brad Stevens, who's a great coach. You're embracing analytics. You've been able to consistently make it to the Eastern Conference Finals despite having this very young squad. And the only, like, hole on your team was the fact that you had, like, the 30-something-year-old Al Horford and, like, the 29-year-old Isaiah Thomas on your team. I think that's the only hole that was on the Boston Celtics this whole time. To the point where when they didn't draft Markelle Fultz, I was like, what the hell are you doing? And here they are, you know, trading their 31-year-old player with Jay Crowder, who they were possibly going to trade anyways, to the Utah Jazz for Gordon Hayward. You give away like an unknown prospect, Ante Zizic, you throw him in there, and you give up, I know the Brooklyn pick sounds steep, but you get younger at point guard. You have a point guard that has another 7 to 8 years at the very least in the NBA, a player that hasn't even hit his prime yet, and you trade for him that fits into your system perfectly. I think the Celtics did excellent with this trade. Now, I don't think there's a clear winner or loser because the Cavs could have ended up in the same situation the Pacers ended up in. You know what I mean? Like, the Cavs could have easily traded Kyrie Irving for peanuts because the situation got so bad and they had no leverage. But instead, they get Isaiah Thomas, who was what like the third leading scorer in the NBA this year that could take pressure off of LeBron still. On top of that, you get a player who's on an expiring contract. So if if things don't work out, no big deal. And you get a first-round pick. And you get Jay Crowder, who's a great, like, role player as well. Like, honestly, I think both sides won the trade. I think it was a great trade for both sides, and that's why they made the trade. You know, whose team is it in Boston now? That the Celtics never been, like, a team where there was an established star. They have, like, great pieces all around. Like, Kyrie is now an amazing scorer. Gordon Hayward, great scorer. Jason Tatum, you know, maybe he's going to develop into something big in the future. You know, they're grooming him. Jaylen Brown, their athletic wing. I think it was, yo, what up, Jeremiah? Shout out to Milwaukee. Milwaukee loves me. Appreciate it, man. I think both sides won the trade. I don't know. Who do you think did better? And who do you think won the trade? Let me know in the chat. Cavs or Celtics? I want to hear your opinions, guys. By the way, we're 10 likes away from hitting 50, which is 50 likes more than I expected before I started the stream. So, again, appreciate your guys' love. Always appreciate your guys' support. But, damn. If LeBron and Kyrie can't beat the Warriors, what makes you think LeBron and Isaiah are going to beat them? Because I don't think the Cavs are done with their offseason yet. I think that Dwayne Wade is probably going to come through now. They have Derrick Rose as well. They have Jay Crowder. They have J.R. Smith. They have some good bench players. They have some good role players. Now they just got to finish the job. If that doesn't work out, you know, Michael Porter Jr. or like a top 5 pick gets added to the mix. No harm, no foul. You know what I mean? Will the Cavs keep Isaiah? Well, we can't tell that from now. You know, we can't determine that from now. All you could say is this was a great trade. You think the Cavs won this? I actually think the Cavs didn't. I think the Cavs GM deserves a lot of credit. Honestly, he blew me away. He really blew me away. Like, I didn't. Kobe Altman is his name. Stepped into the situation. It was a very tough situation to be in. You know, a lot of people would have been flustered by the situation of your young player of the future, Kyrie Irving, demanding a trade. He handled it perfectly. Now they have now they're competitive now and they're building for the future. Great job. Honestly, I think he might be better than David Griffin, if you ask me. I think David Griffin, in my opinion, was very overrated. All he did was sign a bunch of like washed veterans off the waiver wire and did whatever LeBron told him to do. Like, come on. He traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. He traded Dion. Well, Dion Waiters, you can't really blame him for. But I think Kobe Altman is a beast. I think both GMs are really, like, amazing. What do you guys think? You think Boston's going to the finals this year? Maybe. We got to see. Like, the Cavs may not be done yet. Who's to say that Carmelo Anthony doesn't go to the Cavs? Dwight tweeted about the trade. What did Dwight's bum ass tweet about the trade? Oh my god, Dwight is so funny. Dwight is such a beta up on Twitter. You know, like trying to keep the peace. He doesn't like it when people make fun of him. Whoa! Game changer deal. Oh my god, Dwight. Dwight, you're so whack. Dwight is so whack. What a guy. What a guy. What do you think the Cavs starting lineup will be this year? I think it'll be something like Isaiah Thomas, either J.R. Smith or Derrick Rose, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, something like that. You know? What up, mobile gamer? That's me saying your name as requested. Is D-Wade leaving Chicago? What up, 1,000 subscribers with no videos? I do think they're getting close to a buyout. Like, extremely close to a buyout. So, possibly. Morty. By the way, guys, 3 likes away from 50 likes. So, if you haven't liked up the stream and you guys want to see more of these, be sure to drop one. You think the Celtics got finessed? This fixes nothing of the Celtics' issues. I think it's more of a move for the future, to be honest. I don't think it's a win-now move. Like, yeah, they did get better. But, again, I don't think this was like, oh, man, we could really beat the Cavs if we do this trade. Or we could really beat the Warriors if we do this trade. You know what I mean? Where's Wade going? I think at this point, with all the momentum heading towards the Cavaliers side, with all the trades they're making, like, you have to also understand Kyrie, with all due respect, Kyrie was a little immature. You know, he was going to back-to-back NBA finals, but, like, he didn't want to take a lesser role and be the Robin to, like, LeBron's, like, Batman. So I think now that they have, like, some veterans in there, they have Isaiah Thomas, who couldn't beat LeBron before. They have LeBron himself. They have J.R. Smith. They have Kevin Love, who has championship experience. They're all up there. They're all veterans, like, not old veterans. They're all veterans in their prime. I think if they attract some, like, players like Carmelo Anthony, or, you know, they attract some players like, I don't know, Dwayne Wade, which Dwayne Wade's already rumored to go there, I think they'll be fine. Do you wear brand-named clothes? No, I can't afford them. I'm poor, and I'm ugly. No brand wants me to wear their name. They should have kept Bay Crowder. I don't ever say that again. Isaiah Thomas was better than Kyrie. He's more of a defensive liability, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's a bit of a defensive liability. So, honestly, it doesn't really bother me that much. Play Madden? After this DAT, bro. After I finish studying for this exam, I'll play a lot of Madden, I promise. I do think... Now, how Tyronn Lue's going to orchestrate a system that incorporates all this talent beats me. Here, let me go ban this troll real quick. Goodness. Trolls are so annoying. He can't do what Kalani does. You think he was listening to that Kalani Calvin Harris song, and that's what inspired him? You know that song of the summer? Just a little bit better, baby. I understand it's for younger team, but 2018 could be Bagley. That's a Celtics help now and future. Next year's draft is Porter and Bagley, unless if Porter and Bagley decide to stay. You know what I mean? They might also, that's a good point. DeMarcus Cousins is also a free agent next season. That's a great point. Paul George is also a free agent next season. Let's get some cap relief. Makes you think, goodness, why did the Cavaliers splurge on Tristan Thompson? Terrible idea. Horrible move. They could have probably been a billion times better if they didn't do that. I just feel bad because Isaiah Thomas was really hyped about the Celtics. You know, he was all in on the Celtics. And they kind of took that away from him. 2K8, bro, I want the NBA season to start now. I'm so hyped. Like, one in the chat if you can't wait for NBA season, bro. NBA season's about to be crazy. You wonder why Kyrie wanted out so bad? Did he know LeBron was leaving after this season? Possibly, but it doesn't matter. His contract was expiring too. That's the thing that's kind of like tripping me up. Horford is getting old. They should try and get Cousins. I think that's probably what's going to happen. No problem, Tom Francis. That's kind of the reason I have your chat up on the screen. So like I could read what everyone's saying. Be sure to subscribe, man. This is my reaction channel. This is where I like watch, you know, sports clips, anything that you guys suggest, and react to them. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. I don't think it made sense that Kyrie wanted to leave, but at the end of the day, it's his decision. Because he would have made a lot more if he stayed on the Cavs. Like, he was eligible for a Supermax. Does he still get that with the Celtics? I don't think so. Like, I really don't think so. How is Paul George going to the Warriors? I feel like they're just saying that to piss people off. There's no way Paul George is ending up on the Warriors. He's not just going to magically find himself on the Warriors. That's not how it works. What team is going to surprise me? I'm hoping it's the Lakers. You know, that would be nice. Bro, the Sixers, Celtics, Lakers, Thunder, and Wolves. The Rockets, the freaking, I don't know, like the Mavericks with Dennis Smith I'm even excited about. Is he going to sign back, though? I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters that much. Like, at the end of the day, both teams are better for this trade. It works wonders for both squads. It was a great move. Like, an absolutely amazing move. The Raptors, did the Raptors get anything big this offseason? Not really. Lakers get Cousins, bro. Honestly, let's see what the Lakers could do for now. What do I think of the Milwaukee Bucks? Honestly, I think that all depends on Jabari Parker. If Jabari Parker like comes back and is still a beast, then they're fine. If he is, you know, like a shell of his former self, then that's unfortunate. Cause like he was killing it this year, man. I was a huge fan of Jabari Parker coming out of the draft, and everyone seems to have forgotten about him. The guy's had some bad luck. I swear that Simeon curse is something true. Honestly. If LeBron leaves the Cavs, then Celtics are fine. I think no matter what, both sides are fine. Like, even if LeBron leaves the Cavs are fine. The Cavs are better overall for this trade. You know, like, otherwise you may have been in a situation where Kyrie and LeBron leave in free agency, or you may have been in a situation where Kyrie Irving was, like, your best player with Kevin Love. At least this way, you have someone to build around. Yo, can we juice us to 65 likes right now? If you didn't like up the stream, be sure to do so. First stream on the second channel. It's going really great, by the way. Cousins is too toxic. I guess you could say that. Wolves are going to be OP, Cat, Andrew Wiggins, and Jimmy Butler. I agree with that. Honestly, they are going to be pretty nice. Luka Doncic or Bagley to the Celtics next year if you were GM? Probably Bagley. I take Bagley because he has more like potential, or that word I really hate using, upside. LeBron not going to New York. I think he'd go to LA just to further his brand if he's bored of basketball, but that's about it. That's my 2 cents on that. This trade doesn't even matter. The Warriors are still going to dominate with their snakes. True. No, you're 100% right about that. But I think this positions both teams, like, well for the future as well. You know, like, now probably Cavs versus Warriors for the next 5 years. I don't think so. I think the Celtics actually may be a better, I would say a better match. They just need superstars. Like, they have like good players, but none of them are like absolute superstars. You know what I mean? So I'm not exactly sure. Golden State will win it all at the end of the season. Who knows? Like, injuries happen, bro. Crazy stuff happens. You know, you may never know. Crazy things happen, bro. Dude, Adam Vlogs. I'm a Laker fan, bro. I'm just an NBA fan, so I wanted to discuss this. Hassan, what's Irving's contract? I think Kyrie Irving's contract expires next year or the year after. It's like sometime. You hate the NBA? How could you hate the NBA? So many crazy moves were made this offseason. So many insane trades from like everywhere. From like Chris Paul to the Rockets to Jimmy Butler to the Wolves to this trade that we're talking about right now to even D'Angelo Russell to the Nets. You know, like, LeVar Ball would typically be the top headline of every offseason. But this offseason was filled with headlines. And the season starts in, like, less than 2 months. Honestly. I'm not a Celtics fan, but I hate this for the Celtics. I think it's good for the Celtics. Press 1 in the chat if Katie is a snake. Okay, fine. Press 1 in the chat if KD is a snake. Go for it. You guys love hating on KD. I'm not going to stop you guys. Go for it. Hate on KD with all your heart, all you want. I'm not a Warriors fan. I don't care. Do I think Kevin Love will be traded by the start of this season? I don't see why. You know, why mess with the chemistry even more? You know, like, oh, Gianmarcos is back from being sad. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this, bro. Your team's better for it. If Celtics got Hassan or Drummond, they'd win it all. Oh my God, the ones are crazy. You guys are going nuts with the ones. I'm not sleeping on the Celtics, bro. But it does give how does it give the Lakers a better chance with Lonzo? This trade doesn't affect the West at all. The NBA is the only league where we already know what's going to happen before the season. It's always been that type of league. Football is such an unpredictable sport. You can't really compare the two. You think Kevin Love is garbage? That's why I was saying that David Griffin was a very overrated GM. Like, extremely overrated as a GM. Honestly. Hey, we're 2 likes away from 60. Juice me, guys. Didn't like the stream. Go ahead. Morty. And of course, subscribe. Every person that subscribes gets their like name that pops up in the bottom left. I love that. I think that's the coolest thing. Bro, that's the thing that makes this trade like good. The Nets pick. You know, if it wasn't for the Nets pick, I don't think they'd be good. Well, not good. I don't think this Kyrie trade would have been worth executing. I was a huge John Wall fan when he was coming out of Kentucky. You know, like, I love him as a player. I really hope he, like, I really hope the Wizards take the next step. Isaiah is the best fit for Boston. Kyrie will not be able to adapt. I disagree. Kyrie is a pure scorer. Boston was lacking that, like, go-to guy. And, like, Isaiah was an okay option, but I think Kyrie is better than Isaiah offensively, and he's younger. But Isaiah is still a great player. I think he was good before he got traded to the Cavs, but I don't know what happened. Bro, Kevin Love went from the first option to the, like, 3rd option. What do you expect? It's what happened to Chris Bosh. He knew this was going to happen. You know, like, he knew it. Would you be fine if the Lakers tanked and ended up with a top 3 pick? No, I wouldn't, because we don't have our pick this year. They acting like... You think Kyrie's overrated? You really think Kyrie's overrated? 1 in the chat if you think Kyrie's overrated. I don't think Kyrie's overrated. And if you do, tell me why. Don't just say he's overrated. Give me a reason why you think he is overrated. You know, don't just like blindly say Kyrie Irving's overrated. No. Like here we actually have intelligent basketball conversations. I think Gordon Hayward would probably average something like 20 points, maybe 22, because like he's on a team with Kyrie Irving, who's already a pretty good scorer as well. So like that's my opinion on the matter. You think Kyrie and LeBron are gonna be like Russ and KD last season? I don't think it's like that. I don't think LeBron's like really gonna be that sad that Kyrie left. I think Kyrie is equirated. I actually agree with that. He's like good, but he's not like amazing. He can't lead a team, which is why I think he's a good fit on Boston. He doesn't have to lead. He's just like another great player on a team filled with great players. First, we trade Avery Bradley, then IT4, and Jay Crowder. Our top 3 of 4 players are gone. Yeah, but you also got Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving and, I don't know, Jason Tatum, I guess. Like, like honestly, I wouldn't be that upset about it. Do you think that the Cavaliers will beat the Warriors next year? Answer, please. The Warriors at 4 strength? Nah. I'm sorry. They got so good this offseason. They got Nick Young. They retained everyone. They got Omri Caspi, which is just a player that shoots threes. You know, like, I don't know. I don't think so. They're so good. Wow. Mitchell Robinson is not playing this year. Interesting. John Wall. All right, if you have to choose between John Wall and Kyrie, who would it be? 1 in the chat for Kyrie, 2 in the chat for John Wall. Jan Marcos has to change his profile pic. I'm sorry, bro. That does suck. That does suck. If my favorite player got traded, like when I had to deal with it when D'Angelo got traded, I wasn't really down with it. I even bought his jersey. Appreciate the sub and like, bro. I would take John Wall personally. I feel like John Wall could lead a team because Kyrie's more of a pure scorer. You know what I mean? John Wall's a little bit of both. LeBron James' agent says that he is going to the Lakers next year. And Westbrook. Answer, please. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit too early to tell? Like, we haven't even seen Westbrook and Paul George play together yet. You know, we haven't, like, the season hasn't even started yet. I just feel like that's just to grab a headline. You know what I mean? What do you think this means for the 2K18 cover? It doesn't take a lot to change cover art, bro. It really doesn't. I would be shocked if 2K didn't change their cover art. Bro, be thankful Isaiah got you Kyrie. You know, like, that's a good building block for the future. I wouldn't be sad. I'd be happy. I honestly would be. I don't think that's worth being sad over. I think that's something worth celebrating. Can we juice this stream to 75 likes, guys? Yo, if we could get to 100 by the end of the stream, we're doing more of these. Honestly. Curry going to be locking Thomas in the finals? We'll see. It should be, like, Kyrie didn't seem like his heart was in it a lot of the time, if you ask me. Like, that's my opinion on it. LeBron was on the cover for 2K14. Is there even such a thing as a 2K cover curse? Do you want there to be a cover curse? I don't think so. Yeah, Kyrie's 25 years old. That's the main reason the Celtics did the trade. You know, they needed a go-to scorer, 25 years old, fits into Brad Stevens' system. It just works. That's if Kyrie re-signs with Boston, not a guarantee. What up, exotic boy? Isaiah going to be out of his prime soon, though, and Kyrie hasn't even hit his. Exactly. Like, it just works better. You did not... and I also don't think Kyrie appreciated playing with LeBron. He was so fixated on being, like, the primate, like, the go-to guy. Be thankful that you got to play with one of the greatest players of all time. So you think the Cavs are going to give Thomas a max contract now? I think they're going to wait to see how he plays. I don't think they're just going to give him a max contract right off the bat. LBJ probably not going to leave before Thomas and Crowder get settled in, on top of a very probable top 3 first-round pick. Who's to say D'Angelo Russell doesn't backpack the Nets to the playoffs this year? How do you know? Jimmer Fredette will make a comeback, mark my word. That's probably the most random thing I think I've ever heard. Like, in the stream, that probably is the most random thing someone has said thus far. So I have to give you props. That was very random. Who do you think, so whose team do you think the Celtics are now? Do you think it's Kyrie's team? Do you think it's Gordon Hayward's team? Whose team is it? Let me know up in the chat. I want to get you guys' take on that. I think IT and Derrick Rose are going to be starting. I do. And also let me know, who do you think is better after the trade? Do you think Boston's now better than the Cavs? Like, honestly, I really wonder. Boston. It's Kyrie's team. Kyrie's team. Both for sure balance. I don't know, man. There's a lot of power struggles that go with this usually. Paul Pierce. Someone said Paul Pierce. Marcus Smart. I forgot Marcus Smart was on the team. He's a good bench player too. Kyrie and Hayward. Kylie. Someone called him Kylie. The Cavs got LeBron. Yeah, who knows? Someone said Jaylen Browns. I'm done. Someone actually said Jaylen Browns. It's Al Horford's. All right, now I know you guys are trolling when you say that. When you say it's Al Horford's, that's when I know you guys are trolling. You think the Cavs will be way better? Big loss for the Celtics? I don't know. At the end of the day, the Cavs have like multiple really good players, whereas the Celtics have like a lot of like very good players. You know, like the Cavs have amazing players, and well, they just have LeBron and Kevin Love now. Like before, like Kyrie and LeBron put them over the top. They were very top heavy. That's the word I was looking for. You know, now I think they're about even. I think they're about even. I think it could go either way. Again, the Cavs offseason isn't over. You know, like, imagine Dwayne Wade decides to go through. If Dwayne Wade decides to go through, this trade's, like, amazing. If they get, like, they also get cap space, you know, like, this trade could be an amazing trade down the line. By the way, guys, we're 26 likes from hitting 100. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't, and be sure to subscribe if you like my reactions or like me. I don't know why you would like me. A lot of people don't like me. So if you like me and want to be my friend, by all means, subscribe. Again, like, that's another thing Celtics fans need to understand. This trade wasn't for the now, it's for the future. You know, this is like, so by the time Jason Tatum is like really coming into his own alongside Jaylen Brown, he has Kyrie Irving. You know, they have Gordon Hayward. You know, like, they pretty much have players to pass the torch to. Comment 1 if it's Jaylen Brown's team. Bro, you're such a troll. Oh, my God. You are such a troll. Are you even a Celtics fan? No, I'm a Laker fan. Not even a Celtics fan. What's your prediction for 2018 MVP? Not James Harden, not Russell Westbrook, possibly LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard. Either LeBron or Kawhi, and if it's close, it's going to be Kawhi. I will drink the Flight Mike bathwater. That is random. D Rose will make a better impact than D Wade if he decides to go to Cleveland. What makes you say that? Why would you think that? I'm very interested in hearing why. I'm just waiting for D Wade or Melo to get traded there. You know, like, but the Cavs also have Kevin Love, and also Jaylen Brown is not the best. The Celtics already made their mistake with Horford. I don't think Horford was a mistake. What I think it's good for the Cavs when LeBron leaves, they still have a chance. I agree. You get like a number one. You get like a top 3 pick at the very least. You know, like, who are your MVP predictions, guys? Let me know in the chat. I need to get your guys' opinions on that. It's not official, but whenever they announce the trades like this, usually the trade is practically official. Comment 1 if it's Rajon Rondo's team. I would have liked to see them bring Rajon Rondo back. The Celtics need a center. I don't think they even believe in centers. They don't even call them centers. They call them bigs. You know, like, goodness. Bismack Biyombo is the worst signing ever. Like, of all time. D-Wade is way past his prime, but he's still, like, a contributor. He could still contribute. I see D-Wade and maybe Melo coming through. By the way, guys, 20 likes from the big 100 mark. If you didn't drop a like, man, be sure to do so. I think we're definitely going to do more of these in the future. This was a lot of fun. Pelicans will make the playoffs in that stacked West. Celtics should have got AD. I don't even think AD was an option up until like a couple of months ago. He was. There was a rumor about that, but not recently. No. Kevin Durant wins MVP. That's actually a good prediction. I actually like that prediction a lot. Kevin Durant probably will win. Yeah, he was really close until he got injured this year. I give you props. What do I think Giannis's ceiling is? Probably like Kevin Durant 2.0. In your opinion, what would be considered a successful season for the Lakers if they make it to the playoffs? Do you think Harden and CP3 will work? I hope so. That would be cool. On paper, it doesn't sound like it will. But who knows, man? Mike D'Antoni is a kind of an offensive genius. And maybe CP3 will get James Harden to play defense. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for me, man. Thank you guys for coming through to the stream. I'm glad that you guys were here and like listening to what I had to say, and we could discuss this trade together. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more reactions. You know, I do all of that over here, and of course, my latest video on my main channel is on the in the chat. Besides that, guys, I'm your boy, the Flight Mike. I'll catch you dudes later. Later.